NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the double.
Mike 5. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Let's go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch twins.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mark 5.
Now.
On second down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
60 outlaw.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Go, go.
Mike 5. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Locke trying again after the pick 6. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards. Locke now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. They give him a gain of 38.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Redskins' 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check girls.
Hey, Delta.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 31. Check 31.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. The end result, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Watch the pass.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, 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 no. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Washington.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check, 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not. It does. Now we'll see if they try that again. Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go. On second down, it's McKenzie. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied, 14-14.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. Thomas has got it. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ian Thomas, 83 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game. I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied. And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down. Playing pass all the way.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Haskins gets this to Reed, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Haskins on first down. Complete to Jones. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Strong right.
Hey, orbit. Now.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Lets it fly deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 12. And the Redskin first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Johnson was the intended receiver.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Push to the ground and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Three down, 3 down. Check, motion out of backfield. Let's go. 47, let's go.
From midfield now, Haskins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get off the field. 47.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
After the sack on first down, Haskins looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now it's Haskins. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 16, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Eifert has it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Another try after the first down sack. Lock, and Thomas has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Throwing now is Lock. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ian Thomas with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now the try here for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Benjamin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
King to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready to break.
Watch the curve, watch the curve. 49, check 49, check 49.
You draw forfeit. Ready.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Mark ball. Drop deep, drop deep. 2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. Let's go.
Freeman again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Check 4, check 4.
Locke's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Lock taking it in as his guys are back within a single score.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 9 now. Allen's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Their mobile, agile quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Redskins 52, Broncos 42.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Locke, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Locke to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Clock now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
47. Check, 47. Hey, tighten down. Both 7's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock complete. It's Johnson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Brixton, Travis. 70.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Open man here is Hamilton. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I'm here all day.
One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.